Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Emotional damage.
$124 green round AAC. Let's see how second time around how it does. Going for person holding hostage. Where am I at? Is this a lemon? Was it worth it? Am I gonna throw it away? Am I keeping it? That's what I'm here to talk to you guys about today. Let me give you an update. Video one, got the firearm, watched a whole bunch of videos, knew what I was getting into. There was videos that showed that this was a hit, huge hit. And then there was videos that were saying that it's a no-go, right? Shooting first couple mags, I was having issues after issues. Went back to the drawing board, took the gun apart, cleaned it, lubed it, did everything that I could. I said, I gotta bring this back out to the range and see what's going on. Before then, I went back in here into the YouTube Academy and found a bunch of videos to rewatch and just kind of see what people were doing. More and time again, I saw people were saying, change the internals, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And like I said on my previous video, I just didn't want to buy a gun that I needed to upgrade completely in order for it to be functioning. I ran through a couple videos that hit a tone with me, and I bookmarked them and I watched them and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try that. Couple of videos that I saw even before I went out was around the Cerakoting. Since this is a production firearm, Cerakoting is one of those things that can have issues. It adds thickness to the slide internally and outside. I saw this video that said, you know, I think one of the things that can help you guys is dry racking this several times. When I mean several times, a lot of times. So I did do that. I went back and I dry racked this sucker probably 1,000 times. Intervals of 100, 150 every single time. I kind of lubed it up, cleaned it a little bit, blah, blah, blah. I went through it. What I noticed on that video is said that as you do that, you're going to start seeing some of that Cerakote come off. And just lo and behold, I was doing that. Then, you know, they talked about the springs and they talked about that. And I already had them all in the cart, ready to order them. And I was just like, hold up. Again, don't go straight there. Then I said, well, maybe it's the ammo. Let me try a different ammo. This particular trip to the range, I did do that. I did 115, I did 124, 147. Here's a couple of things that were the great things, right? Great things was, it was feeding the 115. I had a couple of hiccups, but it was feeding the 124. When I got to the 147, man, that sucker was purring. No issues, it just kept going and going and going and going. Does it love 147? Yes. Does it love 124? Good. Is it having issues with 115? I'm not sold. So that I said, is this just going to be a firearm that I'm only going to be able to shoot 147 through? I'm hoping not, because that's not what I expected to. But, you know, I took it out to the indoor range, shot again, and I just saw that it just kept performing. Did I have that issue that I was having early on, the failure to go into battery? Yeah, I had before probably 15 to 20 out of 200. This time I shot probably around 300 rounds, so we now have 500 at this time, and I probably had 2. Ran through some of the self-defense ammo, ate it up. All different types. I probably ran 4 different types of self-defense. No issues, very accurate, slide, lock back, all of that stuff, all great. So, is this a winner? Let me tell you where I'm at, right? And you're gonna have to probably stay tuned for part 3 of this, and then we'll take a look. I did run across this one video that set my mind at ease, and it talked about Springfield Armory. Now, you may say what you like or you don't like about Springfield as a company, but I will say this, and I think that particular video talked about their warranty, how they stand behind their products. The way that he called and he said, hey, I have an issue with it. No questions asked. They said this. Well, they asked a couple questions, information. They sent it back, looked through the firearm, and took care of what it was. Now, you would say, well, why did he have to send it back out to fix it? He didn't. His gun was actually performing quite well. He sent it out just so that they can take a look at it. Maybe in production guns they found, and people that are using the warranty, they found issues, so they kind of have a remedy for that. They changed out a couple of parts, they polished here, they polished there. They tuned it a little bit per se, a little bit of a hand fitting, if you would say, and got it back out to the guy. So the gun was performing before he sent it. Got it back, still performing. So I'm at ease with that. You know, if I continue to see that I'm having issues with this, I am going to send this back out to Springfield. At this moment, it is performing. This gun shoots, it runs. I love it. I'm continuing to like it. Do I have a lemon? Again, not 100% sold, but I don't think I have one. Maybe I had one with some quality control issues, but no problem. Again, right now, everything is still stock. Even the optic, which we're about to change on this, I am going to be pairing it up with a Holosun RMR style optic. So by part 3, you probably will see that change. But all internals are the same. I do want to change the recoil spring capture. I do want to get a captured recoil spring, which I think is just easier for takedown and just cleaning of the firearm. Having to unlock it from here with a tool and all that. I'm sorry, toolless recoil spring. That's what I'm going to be changing to. Because having to unscrew this here and taking it out, it's just a big pain in the butt. It's not cumbersome, but, you know, again, just some of the things that can make the gun functionality a little bit easier. I will order some springs for it. I don't think I'm going to have to change it. Just going to have it because I'd rather have the parts for it. And like I said, I do want to do a couple of upgrades. I do want to change the trigger, not the internals, just the trigger shoe, because I do want a flat face trigger, but I do want to keep that crispness of that 1911 trigger. Feels good. As I've been shooting more, again, now 500 rounds, that trigger has smoothed out. So has the slide. It's becoming softer and softer to manipulate. I want to get it to the point where this is buttery, right? But I don't want to change too much so that it stays, you know, very much internally the same from when it came from Springfield. And then lastly, I will be ordering a magwell that adapts to this. I believe it's the Atlas. No, I don't know. But a magwell that's going to go on there, which is going to be nice. So folks, that's where I'm at right now. Part 2 has been a great update. The performance is quite well. I get out there, I get on target, shoot. It continues to, as I get more comfortable with this, I shoot flatter. Muzzle rise is barely noticeable. I get my secondary shots, follow-up shots. I want to get to the point where I am running this sucker like a racehorse, right? I feel that this gun will continue to perform. I love it. The people that have shot this gun feel that it's the right choice for me. They enjoy the shooting for it. So again, I hope I can, well, I feel that I can bring this information to you guys if you guys are running into some of the issues or just on the fence in general. Make sure you see both parts so that you know and you're getting full understanding of this particular firearm. Please stay tuned. Again, in this month, please stay tuned. Like I said before, in the month of April, we are talking about optics. I will be talking about that optic in general. I will be talking about that optic in more. I will be talking about that optic in more depth. So stay tuned for that. Part 3 will be coming, and hopefully we are done with this playlist or this particular firearm, and then we'll just continue to bring range time footage and updates down the road. I'm probably going to get this to over 1,000 rounds by the next video that we have. Again, if you've already subscribed, awesome. If you haven't, please consider it. For those of you that always support, thank you guys. Get down in the comment section, smash that like button. I appreciate it. Until next time, folks, make sure you go out there, stay safe, continue to train, and I'll see you guys later.